You talked about how pace is important. You'd like to see your team play faster, knowing you didn't have any fast break points in that last game. How do you get the guys to speed up? What have you told them?
Yeah, I mean, it was, even going into game one, Chris, it was one of our points of emphasis, and did not happen enough in game one. So, Sunday and Monday, we talked about getting it out of the net or defending, rebounding and pushing the ball and trying to attack before they can set their defense. It's also a great opportunity for Nicola to look for early post-ups, to go quick before they can establish their double team. So what we have to make sure, though, I thought early in the first quarter, we're actually playing with pace, but we took some really ill-advised shots. So it's a fine line, running, playing with pace, but also having discipline within that. I don't want to just come down the court and shoot contested pull-up threes. We were 1 of 10 on pull-up threes in that last game. So working for the best shot possible, and pace is not just in the transition, it's also within the half court, making sure whatever we are in, we're running it with pace and purpose to get the best shot possible.
You talked a lot about kind of setting a relaxed tone for your team throughout the regular season. With 2 days in between a game to kind of digest what happened, how did you guys try to manifest that, or just staying loose and staying relaxed and not letting what happened on Saturday night be too big?
Yeah, it's obviously it feels like the game was a week ago. How many times can you watch game one? I could almost recite the game. But I think my challenge is remembering that 6 of 9 guys that played in game one, it was their playoff debut. I believe I saw a stat saying that we're the 8th youngest playoff team in NBA history. So I have to keep that in mind and make sure that our guys are understanding all the good things that we did, and learn and take away all the areas that we struggled in, where we have to have improvement. In the areas that we had a lack of discipline, we have to be better tonight. But being positive, uplifting guys, staying together, grabbing guys and having one-on-one conversations, because I know this, if we go on the court tonight with the mindset of we can't lose game 2, and we play tight and we play nervous, we'll have no chance to win. Our only chance of having success tonight is to go out there and play free, play for each other, and that's when we're at our best. And we did that at a high level the whole year long. So hopefully we can get back to that tonight.
Your second unit has been rock solid all year. Obviously, struggled a little bit in game one. Do you sort of see it as how Monte goes, that second unit goes?
Yeah, Monte's a big part of that. He's the floor general when he's in the game. And Monte, along with many other of our players, struggled to make shots. But he did have 5 assists. He did make plays for his teammates. He's a guy that went out there and looked to create and help all of his teammates get the best shot possible. I think Malik is also an X factor. When Malik is playing at a high level and shooting the ball with confidence and attacking like he did in game one, I think that sets a tone. And Mason as well. I mean, Mason's like our Energizer Bunny. He goes out there and plays extremely hard on both ends of the floor. He makes things happen. So that unit has been really effective because it's never just based on one guy. It's the whole group, and they come in with that mindset. And I'm hoping that, game one for 6 of our 9 players, it's over with now. I think that they've gotten a taste of the playoffs. They felt it. So now hopefully tonight they can come out, take a deep breath, and not let the excitement of the game kind of get to them. I don't think anybody was nervous, but handling the excitement of it. Like Jamal's first shot, gets a steal, he comes down, he jacks a pull-up 3. Shot he can make, but I think we can get a better shot. And like he told me when we watched film, I was just so excited. The place was going crazy, and he wanted to make it go crazier. I said, well, let's just make the best play and keep him crazy. We don't have to go, off the reservation, if you will.
Coach, what do you guys like about that matchup with Rudy and Paul Millsap, and what's the challenge about it as well?
Rudy's a tough cover. Obviously I coached him in Sacramento, and I have a lot of respect for Rudy as a man, as a father, and as a player. He's a 4-3. Paul's a power forward, and Rudy's ability to catch and play off the bounce on the perimeter, getting to his right hand, getting downhill. I think a lot of big guys have a hard time guarding that kind of versatile power forward, today's power forward, if you will. So. And Rudy had a game. That second quarter, Rudy was dominant and had a big him, Brent Forbes, and Derek White. 45 points on 68% from the field combined. We have to be much better guarding those 3 guys tonight. But Rudy is he can score in the post against smaller guys, and he can take bigger guys away from the rim and play off the bounce and get by guys because he's got a very good handle.
Jamal said a couple days ago that he felt like he rushed that last shot and a couple others throughout the night. Is that just a natural thing for him to feel in his first playoff game? And what's just kind of the dialogue between you guys over the last couple of days to make sure he keeps that confidence high?
Yeah, I thought obviously 6 of 24, 0 of 6 from 3. Those are not the shooting numbers that we would want from Jamal. I think he'll bounce back, and I think he'll shoot much better. My two things that I hit him with as we watched all of his shots, obviously I think there were some shots he took that we could have gotten better shots, Harrison. That last shot, I didn't think he rushed it. I know he felt he did. He didn't hold his follow through. He came off, he was on balance, he went straight up and down, and he was wide open. There were a couple of other shots where I think he rushed or took a contested shot. Like I think about a minute to go, he came off and shoots a pull-up 3, which was, and he realized it wasn't the right shot at the right time. But the dialogue is, go out there, play with pace, right? Our pace is not just one player, it's all 5 on the floor, but he has to dictate that pace. He's got to get us up into our offense quicker. And then I want him to be a playmaker. I thought he was really looking for a shot, which is good, but down the stretch, I thought his assist-turnover ratio was incredible. Down the stretch, last 5 games, regular season, 6.3 assists, 1.8 turnovers. Get back to making plays for Nicole or for Gary, for Will, for Paul, whoever else is in the game, and that will open up things for him. But game 1 for him, I think he did some good things, and I think tonight he'll be better.
Last one, Bill.
Coach, I thought your defensive strategy and preparation was outstanding. 2 parts. One, have you anticipated maybe some changes that San Antonio might make, or are there things that you would even like to see do better?
Yeah, I think the game plan for LaMarcus Aldridge and DeMar DeRozan overall was solid. Anytime you can hold LaMarcus to 6 of 19 from the field, and DeMar, who was 6 of 17 from the field, that's really good defense. We have to do a better job of keeping DeMar off the foul line. He got there 8 times, and he does a great job of getting to the foul line. But we did a really good job in those areas with those two. They were 1 of 11 in the post combined, and those two are very, very efficient down there. But we can't lose sight of the other players. And I thought we had breakdowns in our personnel awareness. We had breakdowns in our game plan that contributed to at least 12 points that we gave up. And in this series, where the games are going to be so close, 12 points winds up being a very, very large number. For example, you can't take a body off of Marco Bellinelli, hits a 3 in the corner. You can't let them set stagger screens for Bryn Forbes and die on the screen. Bryn Forbes has hurt us in 5 games now. We've got to do a better job of guarding him. So overall, I thought we did a really good job. We forced them into some very tough mid-range contested 2s, and give them credit. They made some of those, and hopefully they don't make them tonight.
Thanks, everyone.
Appreciate it.